foremost, congratulations on performing at the Fan Fest Park in Qatar, Stonebwoy. That was incredible. I went to the Fan Fest Park. I know how huge it is. I saw the crowds and how you killed it. How did it feel like getting on that stage?
It's a good feeling to represent for your country again.
Yes, the only Ghanaian.
Yeah, true.
I love that.
And we were part of the World Cup, so I think it was right to have a Ghanaian artist too, irrespective of the co-mininis and the co-minanas that go on behind the scenes. Yeah. Because these are things that I'm privy to, so I understand a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that the people don't really know and don't have control over and can't even decide. But God being so good, you know, we proved that henceforth, when we are involved, we would deliver. It's for the best. Yes. So they would. I bet you on levels as such, they would make sure that we well represent. Absolutely. Because basically, we were given limes and we made lemonade out of it that night. You know, being the fact that due to constraints and a few things, and I couldn't even get to travel with my personal DJ. Are you serious? Yeah. So you can understand. But we still, I mean, we gave the best. Wow. We gave the best show of the Fan Festival. Honestly. Well, I judged. I'm not even saying it. No, because I haven't seen such visuals out of the Fan Fest since. Like, and it was incredible. And usually there are not that many people even at the Fan Fest during certain times of the day. But it was like almost like towards the finale of the World Cup in itself. And that was not a match day either. Yes, so and it was filled. Not expecting, because on match days people go in droves to be able to watch it. Now I can just say we give thanks and then big respect to my Ghanaians out there. You know, the Ghana people showed. Yes. You know, by statistics, there are only 8,000 Ghanaians residing there. Kenyans like 60,000, but definitely because we've worked our ways out, and I trust that we're a global brand. So, you know, it was fun to come see Stonebwoy, the Ghana boys, and I you know, that was really. It was mad. Before I got on stage, they were chanting your name. When I was going through the vibes, like, we had to be mobbed. We were mobbed sort of, and the organizers hadn't seen anything yet of the 27 days, and they began to be like, wow, yo, and it's the Ghana people, the Ghana love, you know what I mean? And before I got on stage, they were chanting. Man. So they were ready, and you know, big respect to all of my peoples in Qatar. You guys have shown out, and I'm lost for words for your patriotism, you know what I mean? And we really want Ghana to win, to be honest, at every level, especially in the entertainment and sports scene, because these are one of the things that give us joy and make us feel very proud as Ghanaians, and we need to bring back the spirit of patriotism and etc. So I'm grateful I went to deliver. Absolutely, and it was such a joy to see. Now, coming to great music you've put out in recent times, Therapy, which I think is one of the most therapeutic songs to come out in 2022, which says a lot, and Gidiba as well. Now, you've gone into a very interesting field of directing your own video. Now, what led to you deciding to be the director, and how was the process of putting out your own content? Thank you. I really got to realize that I've been adding or being a co-director of my stuff from a long time. This is probably the first time that I'm owning up being a contributor to it. That's how I see it. It's as simple as that. Okay, so just an easy progression, just helping do it to now actually doing it. Exactly. Actually doing it from time till now, but only just owning up to being the one that does it. Exactly, to doing it. Because right from the beginning of my career, I very well remember from Onuma Day, you know, Asai's Climax, which was directed by Gio of Famous, which had a song Me featuring Samini, produced by Samini Music. You know, any other thing else from coming up till now, I have directed, to be honest. I've written the concept. I'm like, dude, let's do this way, let's do it that way. And so, but I've always forgotten to feel like a part of it, even up until this last one. So when we was doing like, oh yeah, it's my first, and I sat back and I went back to watch most of, like, a conversation rose, and we were just watching videos from the back. And then that was the only time I realized that
You've had creative direction, everything.
This by yourself. Is it the first time that this is not the first time change that narrative? So I'm like, okay, but it's your music, so you actually have an input. You know, not everybody is, you know, concerned, but I am concerned.
It's your image. It's your music.
I love to contribute to the visuals because we're about to get visuals off of audio that I wrote. Because I've written like 99.9% of my songs anyway, so there's a need for me to share the idea of what I have for the direction to go well with the video. So that's just what happened on Gidigba. But Gidigba is like a movie. Yeah. It's not like I actually came different. I'm like, bro, I need to tell this story and then place it behind that song. Done. And we don't need to go regular, like, you know. And I'm happy I told that story of a little boy that was singing in my mind who's gone through things, you know, and still came out triumphant and hardcore, like a typical situation in the hood slums.
Now, how is your creative process like when you're doing these songs? How do you get into? How do you release those creative juices to start writing?
I go into movie zone. I just go into playing. So, listen, sometimes when I hear the rhythm, I allow the rhythm to settle inside of me and tell me what I should put on the rhythm. And many a times I've gotten it right because you allow the rhythm to dictate what it wants to be on it. That's how it starts with me, and then I can create the concept, you know. So yeah.